Consecration and we dedicated it to God, and that is when Hanukkah began for the Jewish people. 165 BC, the word Hanukkah simply means to dedicate. So when you read in the New Testament of the Feast of Dedication, that is Hanukkah. They are one and the same. The White Tower in the middle of the city was the Tower of Light. Every Friday evening a priest would climb it. When the sun had set, he would signal a priest on the temple tower who blew the silver trumpet, signaling to the city that Shabbat, Sabbath, had begun. All work ceased for 24 hours. An aqueduct provided the enormous amounts of water required by the Temple Mount services. A magnificent staircase gave access to the lower level street below. Today, all the structures are completely gone. Buildings have been built right up against the entire northern section of this retaining wall, blocking it. A huge earthen ramp blocks the southern tip of the wall, so the only accessible portion today is between the buildings and the ramp, a 197-foot section that we commonly call the Wailing Wall, the most sacred piece of real estate for religious Jews today. It is the closest they're allowed to come to pray and worship to the spot their ancient temple once stood, the Wailing Wall. Interestingly, the Jews of today no longer call it the Wailing Wall. Today they refer to it as the Western Wall. The last time I was there, I mistakenly referred to it as the Wailing Wall to our tour group. The Jewish tour guide stepped over very quietly, very graciously corrected me. I apologized, told him I knew better, it was just a slip of the tongue. He said, don't worry, we do it all the time ourselves because we do have a Wailing Wall here in Jerusalem. I was quite surprised at that, and I asked him, where is it? And he said, down at our local IRS office. I had no argument with it about that. The beautiful palace on the edge of the upper city was built by those Maccabean kings, their royal palace. Beautiful structure, but it paled compared to Herod, who was the most gifted architect of the ancient world. He built things then would be hard-pressed to duplicate today with all of our modern technology. Herod. He was not only a gifted builder, but more than that, he was a cruel and bloodthirsty man. Killed the babies in Bethlehem trying to kill Jesus, killed 10 of his wives, killed several of his grown sons. They were more popular with the people, he feared they might take his throne, so he had them assassinated. When Herod himself was dying, and he died a very painful death, he had 300 of the most powerful, prominent, and popular Jewish men throughout the land of Judea arrested. All 300 of those Jews were imprisoned here in the Hippodrome, where they had chariot races and athletic events. Herod left instructions that on the day he himself died, all 300 Jews were to be executed immediately upon his own death, and he did so for one reason. He wanted to know that when he died, the people would not be celebrating. Rather, there'd be wailing and mourning and crying throughout the land, even though he knew it would not be for him. That was Herod. He ruled for 36 very long and bloody years. The night Jesus was betrayed, he and the disciples met in the upper room, ate the Passover meal, instituted the communion service. When they had finished, Jesus and the disciples left the city over to the Mount of Olives and to the Garden of Gethsemane, betrayed and arrested. Jesus is brought back up into the old city, or the upper city, to the house of Annas, who had been the high priest. A brief but illegal trial took place. Then he was taken to the palaces of Caiaphas, the current high priest, and yet another illegal trial. Still in the middle of the night, Jesus is taken to the house of hewn stone, where the Sanhedrin had been illegally